Fred MacGuffin reviews Murphy's Law, 1986. This is action, crime, and drama. And starring Charles Bronson. Yeah, he was the Liam Neeson of his day. Silver Fox action hero. And yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is an adult movie, and it's from Canon Group. And yeah, there's just sort of they made the 80s a lot better for movies than you can possibly imagine. Now, our director J. Lee Thompson has also directed The Yellow Balloon, Ice Cold and Alex, The Guns of the Navarone, Cape Fear, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, Battle for the Planet of the Apes, The White Buffalo, Happy Birthday to Me, 10 to Midnight, that's from Canon, King Solomon's Mines, that's from Canon, Firewalker, from Canon, Death Wish 4, The Crackdown. So yeah, I haven't seen. I've seen a few of those. Ice Cold and Alex, Guns of the Navarone, two classics there. Cape Fear, another classic. So obviously, to the latter end of his career, he went. He was grabbed by Cannon, and he holds this together. I think he's the MVP, one of the MVPs here. He does a solid job in keeping this tongue in cheek, keeps it moving. Um, yeah, I think he brings his A game here. Charles Bronson, Jack Murphy, legend. Charles Bronson, also in Death Wish movies, Once Upon a Time in the West, The Magnificent Seven, The Great Escape, The Mechanic, Red Sun, and he's the original for all you youngsters. The machine, he's the original Machine Gun Kelly, and yeah, this is one of the better one of the better movies from the later period of Bronson flicks. And yeah, I think he plays this with a bit of a tongue-in-cheek vibe, and gives us what we want here. Tough cop, and yeah, takes no messing, if you know what I mean. He doesn't, but he's paired with Kathleen Wilhoite. Will I can't say Hoyte. With Kathleen. Sorry, I butchered your name. But she's also been in The Edge, Fire in the Sky, Roadhouse, Witchboard, Lorenzo's Oil, Nurse Betty, and she plays Arabelle McGee, and she is a car thief. She escapes. She steals Jack Murphy's car, and then she escapes, and he nearly catches her, and then he catches her again. So we get a lot of foot chases in this, but once he catches her, he puts her in prison. But then he gets thrown in prison for being framed for the murder of his wife, or his divorce. He's divorced, but I think he still pines for his ex-wife, who has become an exotic dancer in a seedy exotic dancing place, with poles and things that they dance with. And he he seems to like going and seeing her dance and chatting to her, and I don't think he can let go. He's he drinks a lot, and his life's gone to hell because that's the way the cop's life goes when you're a tough cop. And he's getting he gets framed for the murder of his wife and her boyfriend, or his ex-wife and her boyfriend, by Carrie Snodgrass, who plays Joan Freeman, and she was also in Wild Things, Pale Rider, and The Fury, and she's a great female villain in this. You really feel like, yeah, she's doing this. She can, you know, ruin Jack Murphy's life. Now, the writer in this is Gail Morgan Hickman, and she also wrote The Enforcer and Death Wish 4. So yeah, does a very fine job here of keeping this fun and moving and great action. And yeah, MVP as well on this. She's a valuable player on this one. We have a great supporting cast. Robert F. Lyons. Oh, Richard Romanus, Bill Henderson, James Lucy, Janice McLaughlin, Lawrence Tierney. Now you might recognise Lawrence Tierney because he was in Reservoir Dogs. He's a detective that Joan uses to find all the people she wants to get back at, because she goes after the judge in her case. She kills her boyfriend and she's going after the judge, the cops that brought her to justice, the prosecutor. So she's just going after all these people that she's been released from prison, of course, so she's getting revenge. There's a great chemistry between Jack and Arabella in this. First of all, they're handcuffed to each other. He breaks her out of prison, and they're handcuffed to each other for a while, and then they're not. But she seems to stick around. She wants to hang around with. She doesn't just leave him. She takes a liking to him, and she doesn't leave him. She sticks by him and helps him sort of sort this out and find justice. And Jack Murphy thinks there's a criminal that we see earlier in the film, and Jack takes out his brother for killing somebody, and Frank Vincenzo is the person Frank Murphy thinks is trying to frame him, and we have a scene where Jack goes to Frank's house and tries to find out the truth in his tough guy cop way. We've got a great finale to this. I think you might recognize it's either an apartment or hotel, but it's, for me, I think it's definitely the one they used in Blade Runner for the final chase between Deckard and what's his name, Rutger Hauer. So yeah, it was nice to see that building again. It's obviously, it looks it's a great character to it and looks great, and great place for a final shootout with crossbows between Jack and Joan and Frank and his henchmen. Yeah, so we get a lot here. We get cars blown up, we get shootouts, we get tough cops, we get mismatched buddy cop movie. Yeah, so it gives us everything. This is I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. It's guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. What can I say? For more sophisticated critics, they'd give this a 2, but not Fred, not me. I'm giving this a 4. I'm biased about the 80s. This director does a solid job, and Charles Bronson's in it. What more could you want? Fred MacGuffin, giving you the guff on Murphy's Law. Fred MacGuffin's review. Murphy's Law.